After decades in the ring, 8-division world champion Manny Pacquiao has faced some of the greatest fighters in boxing history, from Erik Morales and Juan Manuel Marquez to Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Miguel Cotto. Yet when asked recently about the hardest puncher he ever fought, Pacquiao didn't hesitate. "The heaviest hitter I ever faced was Miguel Cotto," Pacquiao said. "I can still feel some of those punches he threw at me." The Filipino legend, known for his blazing hand speed and relentless attack, admitted that even in a career filled with wars and knockdowns, Cotto's power stood out above the rest. "Every time he connected clean, I could feel it in my whole body." Cotto was not only powerful, he was accurate. He hit with timing, not just strength. That made the difference. A battle remembered. The fight Pacquiao referred to took place on November 14, 2009, at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Billed as firepower, the bout was one of the most anticipated events of the decade. Pacquiao, already a 6-division champion at the time, moved up in weight to challenge Cotto for the WBO welterweight title. From the opening bell, both fighters went to war. Cotto came in strong, landing heavy body shots and sharp jabs that tested Pacquiao's defense. The Filipino star responded with his trademark speed and angles, gradually breaking down his opponent. But despite Pacquiao's eventual dominance, Cotto's punches left an impression, both physically and mentally. "Even though I won that fight, I respected his power," Pacquiao recalled. "When you fight someone like Cotto, you don't just feel it in the ring, you remember it years later. I can still remember how solid his hooks were." Pacquiao eventually stopped Cotto in the 12th round, winning another world title and cementing his place as a boxing legend. Yet more than 15 years later, he continues to speak of Cotto's strength with a mix of admiration and humility. Why Cotto's power was different. Pacquiao's list of opponents reads like a Hall of Fame roster: De La Hoya, Hatton, Marquez, Barrera, Morales, Thurman, but Cotto's punches were unique. According to Pacquiao, the Puerto Rican champion's strength wasn't just in his muscles but in his precision. He knew exactly where to hit. When a punch lands perfectly, it's not about how big the guy is, it's about how clean the shot is. Cotto's punches were perfectly placed. He was smart, he knew how to make every punch count. In that fight, Cotto landed several powerful left hooks that snapped Pacquiao's head back and forced him to retreat to the ropes, rare for a fighter who thrived on forward motion. For a few rounds, the tension was real. Fans could see that Pacquiao was being tested by a truly heavy-handed rival. Trainer Freddie Roach, who was in Pacquiao's corner that night, later described Cotto as one of the strongest welterweights we ever faced. Even though Pacquiao ultimately overwhelmed him with speed, Roach admitted that Cotto's shots carried a thud that echoed through the ring. Comparing the punchers. It's a remarkable statement, considering who else Pacquiao has fought. Juan Manuel Marquez, for example, delivered one of the most devastating knockouts in boxing history when he flattened Pacquiao in their 4th meeting in 2012. Ricky Hatton was known for his body-punching power, while Antonio Margarito, a much bigger man, threw heavy combinations in their 2010 fight. But Pacquiao explained that power is not just about knockouts. "A knockout punch is one moment," he said. "But real power is what you feel every round. Cotto's punches made me think twice before coming in. That's respect." In contrast, fighters like De La Hoya and Mayweather relied more on timing, skill, and defense. They were elite in their craft, but they didn't carry the same raw force that Cotto did in those exchanges. Respect between warriors. Over the years, Pacquiao and Cotto developed mutual respect. They shared a bond built through 12 rounds of brutal combat, a fight that pushed both men to their limits. Cotto himself once praised Pacquiao's heart and endurance. "Manny was fast, very fast. I hit him with hard punches, and he kept coming. He's one of the toughest men I've ever fought," the Puerto Rican said in an earlier interview. That respect goes both ways. Pacquiao, who rarely praises opponents' power, continues to hold Cotto in high regard. "Cotto was a real fighter," Pacquiao said. "He had pride, he had power, and he fought with honor. You can feel that in the ring. That's why I'll never forget those punches." Enduring impact. Even in retirement, Pacquiao often reflects on the physical toll of his 25-year career. He has fought in 72 professional bouts, spanning 8 weight classes, an unprecedented record in boxing history. When he mentions still feeling Cotto's punches, it's not exaggeration. The human body remembers trauma, especially at the elite level where impact is measured in hundreds of pounds of force. I don't feel pain every day, Pacquiao said with a laugh. But when I think about that fight, I can still remember how it felt. My ribs, my face. Cotto hit hard. This rare admission from one of boxing's toughest men offers a glimpse into the hidden cost of greatness, the punches that don't make the highlight reels, but stay with a fighter long after the crowd goes home. Legacy of power and respect. Pacquiao's acknowledgement of Cotto's punching power adds another layer to both fighters' legacies. It shows that even the greatest champions recognize the moments when they were tested the most. Cotto retired in 2017 as a 4-division world champion, respected for his discipline and devastating left hook. Pacquiao, meanwhile, continues to inspire new generations, not just for his victories, but for his humility and honesty about what it took to earn them. I learned something from every opponent, Pacquiao said. But from Cotto, I learned about courage, and about how much a punch can really mean.